I'm so excited to have with us on the show today Judy McDonald, who is a comedian and uses her love of her faith and her great sense of humor to be a witness to the faith. Judy, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for flying me in.
I bet you get asked this a lot, but have you always been funny?
I like Ellen DeGeneres had a line, and she said, "No, I used to be an accountant." Yeah, my parents are funny, and I think I grew up. With my older sisters, Irish twins. They're 10 and 11 years older, and so I grew up with older people around and adults, and hanging out with my parents, going to cocktail parties, making Manhattans for people, and I think I figured out what people laughed at. And I liked that, and I liked the response, and didn't get in trouble when I made people laugh, so it was good. And I'm not a heavy breather. I'm sorry. Yeah, I have puppies in my lap. They're
no
not
mashers
mine.
On this show. Thank you. They're so
sorry.
Cute. That's perfect. You have some great pieces out there, and I was watching the one you did about the passy being cleaned at the end of the line. You know, you've got all the kids, and then by the end. Where do you find your material? Because it sure seems to me like, as a mom of 6, that you hit the nail on the head with that one. Are you just kind of always observing and seeing, you know, what catches your attention?
Totally. I think the key to comedy is just observation, and I think those are the best comedians, the ones that just don't try to write, but just observe. I think God is a great writer, and he just plays to a dumb audience. Garrison Keillor said that. Another great theologian that I like to quote. And in the beginning, I really struggled, and I tried to write my own material, and it was funny. But every show, I'm like, what am I going to do? Until I just felt the Holy Spirit telling me, you know, just write what you know. And what I know is I come from a weird family. Everyone's family is weird. There's no normal.
Amen.
I know that now.
That's the truth.
And I just, you know, report, and it's never in a mean way, or it's you know, attacking. It's just I report on what happens in real life, and you know, you twist it a little maybe and make it more exciting or funny, but for the most part, this is what happened. Puppies! There's puppies everywhere. Like, this will make it into my act one day. One time I was doing an interview, and there's puppies.
It's so crazy. It's awesome.
I'm really holy, and I'm actually allergic to dogs, but I'm taking on this great, you know, by rubbing myself with puppies, and I'm giving it up to the Lord. All the itching. Well, this is for Jesus.
Does it take a lot of guts? To me, it sure would, to get up and just sort of talk in front of people that way, trying to get them to laugh. And from what I see of what you've done, you really do get people to laugh, but there's got to be an element of that that's a little bit intimidating and scary.
I think in the beginning, it was very scary because it was all on me, and now I just place it all on God. So if I fail, it's His fault. That was a joke. But you come to a point where you just, especially if you're dealing in Hollywood, you just stop caring what other people think, because you're going to get rejected so much, and you just rely that, you know what, I have some gifts, and God, you know, gave me some gifts, and I'm funny, and if they don't like it, well, they probably had a bad day. I don't get nervous anymore. I do get nervous, like doing math, or, you know.
Yeah.
I get nervous when my mom and dad are in the audience, maybe, only because they get so nervous. And sometimes they're like, you know, that was a horrible crowd. They didn't laugh at one of your jokes. I'm like, well, they laughed at the other 200 jokes, Dad. So I get nervous for them being nervous, which we're just an enabling family.
Right.
It's fine.
So you might like it better when they're not always in the audience. I think you do a great job of, you know, drawing people in and really loving your faith more with some of the jokes. You know, you were talking about Ash Wednesday and getting ashes from the good ash giver. You know, and I found myself laughing,
Gladys.
but it made me, what I loved about it is it made me recognize, you know, or remember I'm part of such a huge universal church, and you do such a great job with that.
Thank you. Yeah. I think sometimes we all say things, you know, during Mass, or at least think things, and I think God just left my filter off, which makes me not, you know, keep them to myself. I just report on what a lot of people think and would never say, like, oh, you'd never say about old arthritic thumb Jim, how he gives horrible ashes. But, you know, you all think it.
Right.
So I'm just saying it. But I don't know. It's just, I'm just very honest. And it works so far. And I love it because it's, you know, it's a new evangelization in a way. And there's not really a lot of Catholic comedians. And my whole theory is, well, I can be the first, or, why not? And, you look at St. Paul, and he was murdering people before he became St. Paul, or, so there's hope for anyone, really. You
Yeah.
can evangelize as a plumber or whatever. So why not a comedian? And in the comedy clubs especially, there was such, I've never met such depressed people as comedians. Not all of them,
Right.
but a lot of them are just very dark. Like, that humor comes from a dark place. That's why you don't like clowns, because
They're freaky. Yeah.
they're freaky and they kill people. But I really used it as an opportunity, not to, like, I didn't wake up every morning and go, I'm going to minister to comedians. It was more like, when Jesus put someone in front of me at the club, I would get that Holy Spirit nudge. For me, it's a push. And I would just start talking to them. And it's really like, I think anyone can really do this with whatever their profession is. You just invite the Holy Spirit into your day and say, where do you need me?
Yeah.
Because there's people all over that need to hear good news. So, why not you?
Yeah. Well, thanks. You're such a
I'm
great
saying,
example.
why not you? I'm saying, why not you? Come on.
Oh, you're asking?
I'm just kidding.
You're a
Come
great
on,
example of using the gifts that God's given you, and it is a unique gift. I mean, not everybody can make people laugh, and I love that you are smart enough to recognize that that's a good evangelistic tool. Where can we learn more about what you're up to? You
can go to judymcdonald.net. I also have a Facebook fan page. I also have Instagram, Twitter, America's Most Wanted. You can see me there, or Cops, Nightly News. And you can also come to Little Angels Service Dogs. Google us, and you can look at service dogs.
So cute, Judy.
In my
thank you for being with us.
spare time,
we really appreciate it.
I also whittle.
Keep up the good work. Thanks, Judy.
I'll try. Bye.